Hey everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the December 2020 monthly tarot reading for the sign of Virgo. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, so it may not apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this month's reading in regards to your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus placements. So do take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac signs, and see which video's title resonates for you most. Now, with regards to the spread, I'll be pulling a Celtic cross using the intuitive, and we'll get further clarification using the Waite deck. The only difference in this particular occasion is that I'm also going to be pulling 2 additional cards using the Quantum Oracle. So with that case, that'll be in relation to the overall energy, the key energy here, and also the potential outcome, alright? Otherwise, everything is as usual. So, let's get into your reading, Virgo. So just while I'm shuffling, I want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing, and even sharing my videos. It means a lot to have your continued support, so thank you so much for being a part of this community. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you're informed of when your next set of readings goes up on the channel. If you'd like a personal reading with myself, you can find the information in the description box below. Sorry about that background noise. I think it's the freezer making some more ice. So, sorry about that. Okay. In your present circumstances, you have the Sun in reverse. That's amazing. What an amazing energy to kick off your reading with. So with it being in reverse, this is Leo energy, by the way, so you could have Leo prominently in your chart and be dealing with one. But I feel like with this being here in the center of your spread, your present, things are looking up. Things are looking pretty good, right? I feel like in yourself and in the changes that you're experiencing, how you've been putting your best foot forward, how you're kind of alchemizing a lot of things as well. I feel like it's making you feel really good. I feel like what you would feel would make you feel, what I feel that you think would make you feel better is if you could get things really back on track with a certain someone, or if you could pursue a new connection. So that's what I'm seeing from there, because there's a lot of reconciliation energy coming through in the month of November and December. So we'll see as we continue the reading. So crossing the situation in the position of your challenge, you have the 5 of Wands here, right? So fire energy. So this is overcoming obstacles, challenges, disagreements, arguments. So it's possible that you have a connection currently, or that you're in separation with someone because you know, there is a lot of disagreement. So in the current connection, there could be a lot of fighting, and that's causing a bit of a rift. But otherwise, things are looking good, things are picking up, and you're just having to find a new way to communicate where it doesn't lead into a dispute, right? So effective communication is the key. When it comes to your recent past, you have the Page of Wands, more fire energy, lots of fire appearing in your reading right now. But I feel like, yeah, this was you taking the initiative. You taking an initiative, taking a chance on something that you are very passionate about. You may have communicated your feelings regarding the situation and wanting to reconcile, wanting to, you know, get things on track, wanting to... It's like hopeful energy. That's what I'm getting from this. Like when I look at his face in this particular occasion, I see hope. So it's like communicating that they really want to make this work, right? Really want to get things on track, really wanting to create a beautiful, stable, grounded, loving, respectful relationship here. Or connection of some description. It doesn't have to be a relationship, but that's just the feeling I get from this. This is, you know, all about the love, right? So this could either have been your energy or the person you're dealing with, but because it's your spread, I'm going to go with that this was how you were feeling, right, in the past. Presently, yeah, you're kind of feeling good in general, but you're not feeling, you know, so optimistic about this situation with this person, right? Now, when it comes to your near future, you have the Temperance card in reverse. Sagittarius energy. So that could be relevant to you. But yeah, I feel like with Temperance being in reverse in your near future, it's like you're not willing to wait at this point. Like you don't have patience for arguments, for name calling or back and forth, disputes, just throwing things out there, trying to get a reaction, things like that, manipulation, none of that. Like you don't have patience for any of it. Like you just want to keep moving forward. And it's like if you're kind of in this mindset of we're either vibing at the same energy, vibing at the same rate, or we're not. And it's like if we're not on the same vibe, if we're not resonating at the same frequency, then I'm just going to move on. I can't wait any longer, right? Like I've already poured so much of my energy and emotions and love into the situation that if I'm not getting that back, I just have to move on, pretty much. And then when it comes to your feelings here, you have the Star card in reverse. So that's Aquarius energy. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or have it in your chart. But this is you trying to really be mindful that there are two parties involved in the equation and that both people need to come together and equally put effort in. Obviously, things might be imbalanced at times. You may have to put more in than the other person and vice versa. But generally, you want to know that there's equal give and take and that you're constantly both doing this. But I feel like right now, that's not what you're experiencing. What you're feeling is that things are imbalanced, right? And that you don't know how to transmute the situation. You don't know how to transform it, right? So you're feeling like you should be giving up at this point, right? Because you're not fulfilled. You're not seeing the result that you wanted, right? Now, when it comes to the energy surrounding you at this time, what's crowning you, let's take a look at the Quantum Oracle first, and then we'll look at the Tarot. So what is the energy surrounding Virgo in the month of December 2020? Victim mentality. This is the same card I think came up in Scorpio's extended, actually. So if you have Scorpio in your chart, you might want to watch the Scorpio reading. I actually did that just before yours. Kind of similar themes here, right? So if you have strong Scorpio placements, check it out. I do recommend it. And yeah, with victim mentality, it's like you need to be aware of that. You need to be very cautious of that, because victim mentality can equal self-sabotage. So that's the energy crowning you right now. And that's also with the Three of Cups, right, in terms of the Tarot. So, Three of Cups in reverse, right, water energy. So, yeah, this is not a good feeling, right? It's not a good energy to be in. This is you, feeling depleted, feeling like all is lost, feeling like giving up, right? Giving up on the situation, maybe even giving up on yourself. But ultimately that's not really an option, right? Not really. Because what you have, what is always going to be there for you is yourself. Who's always going to be there is yourself. So I feel like, you're wanting to break out of that. You don't want to self-sabotage or burn down again, especially when you've already been through a heavy cycle. But you're not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel right now, and that's the problem. Now, when it comes to your external influences, your advice, you have the King of Wands. This energy also came up in the general reading of Scorpio, so definitely check that out if you have Scorpio in your chart or dealing with one. But yeah, I feel like with the King of Wands here in your advice, you are being asked, to take this role, right? Take this role on. Even though Virgo, yes, you are diligent, you're not a show-off, you just do what you need to do, you make sure you do a good job of it so you don't have to do it again. You tick all the boxes where needed, and you do things with the best intentions, right? You just get stuff done, right? You make things happen. That's your energy. And the King of Wands does as well. He makes things happen, but it's in a different way. He is like the initiator, the innovator, right? He's a creator, and in that way, right? More of your entrepreneurial type, someone who is very inventive, I feel, can create something out of nothing pretty much and own it. And that's what you're being asked to do, to create something out of nothing and own it, because it is your birthright. So that's interesting. Now, when it comes to your external influences, so this can be people, places, situations, environments you find yourself in. I really get a sense that this is a person, though. You have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So that is specifically Cancer energy. So you could have Cancer in your chart or be dealing with one. But I feel like, yeah, you are kind of... I feel like, yeah, if this is someone outside of yourself, if this is someone surrounding you at this time, I feel like they are very emotionally overwhelmed, right? Emotionally overwhelmed. Or you're feeling emotionally overwhelmed because of how you perceive the situation. I feel like with the Three of Cups in reverse, though, I feel like you are emotionally affected by this in a much bigger way than you care to admit. I also feel like your person is. The problem is, neither of you want to really back down, is what I'm feeling. Neither of you want to kind of take the initiative. Maybe because you feel like you've already given so much to the situation. That's why you're showing as the Queen of Cups in reverse, that you've already given so much and you've not gotten what you expected to receive in return, which is what I get from this as well. That you were just overwhelmed by it and you're just depleted, right? Her cup, if she was in reverse, her cup would be running empty, right? And that's what I feel like. You are running empty. You are running on empty and you feel like you have no more to give, right? Or perhaps if this is the person you're dealing with, then they are draining you, or they feel like they are draining you, you know, and they don't know how to try and make amends, right? Because they see how upset you are, they see how much you've changed, right, recently, or how distant you're becoming, because you're so emotionally impacted by this. And they want to do something about it. They see it and they want to fix the situation, but they don't know how. They don't know how to come forward and heal the situation. But yeah, it's going to be different for different people. Either you're in that energy, or it could be that your person is in that energy of feeling overwhelmed, not knowing how to fix it, not knowing how to approach you, right? Especially because they know, I feel like regardless, you are upset, right? Now, when it comes to your fears, you have the Six of Swords in reverse. So feeling like there's no end to the situation, there's no way you can move away from it and get an outcome that doesn't involve arguments, that doesn't involve drama, right? You just want peace of mind, but you're afraid that you will not get that in this situation, right? That it's always going to be turbulent. But then with your hopes, you have the Seven of Wands in reverse. So even though you kind of want to just move on and just leave it in the past, you're hoping that, you know, this person won't give up on you. They won't give up on the situation because it's hard work, you know, that they'll put the effort in, they'll put the work in, that they'll defend the connection, right? Even from you, if you're the one that's feeling like you want to walk away, which is what I'm getting, you know, you're hoping that this person is willing to go the extra mile and to work at it, right? And back that up, you know, with action, seeing it, you know, not just hearing that. And then finally, let's go to the Quantum Oracle first. We'll get the key energy here for the potential outcome. So what is likely to be the potential outcome for Virgo in December 2020? For those who resonate with this, courage. Boom. That's what you both need. Courage. Courage to address the situation. Courage to walk away. Courage to walk towards the person. Courage to what? Make a decision and stick with it. Make a decision and stick with it, because you're very back and forth at the moment. You want to walk away, you want to leave this behind, but you still love them. That's just the truth of the situation. You still love them, you still care about them, you still want to be with them on some level. So you're finding it very difficult, right? This is not an easy decision, but ultimately you are being prompted to make a decision here in the month of December. So let's go into the clarifications now and see what else we can uncover about what's been happening with you and your person here. Yeah, this is, for me, this is definitely something romantic. Been getting a lot of that recently. Love messages. I feel like a lot of people's relationships have been going through, you know, either some very turbulent times, transformations, or yeah, just breaking down entirely and starting something new elsewhere, right? There's a lot of that because people are slowly starting to raise their vibration and they're starting to come into union with those that are resonating at the same frequency as they are. So it's interesting. Okay, so clarifying the sun in reverse here in the position of your present, right? You have the 7 of Cups in reverse, and you also have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, like I said, things are pretty good right now generally for you, and you know what it is what you want with this person. You want reconciliation one way or the other, but I feel like because you don't want to have to pull back from them anymore, you don't want to have to like feel like, you know, you're hoarding everything for yourself. You want to share what you have with someone else, right? You don't want to hoard it. You're not selfish. You're not someone who wants to be alone. You know, I feel like you know who it is that you want. You know what it is you want to give, but things are not quite working out right now in regards to this connection, and you're wanting to reconcile one way or the other, either as friends or as, you know, partners again. But I'm getting that sense of that you want to just, you want things to be on track, right? Even though part of you wants to run away as well. Now, when it comes to the Page of Wands in your recent past, you have the 3 of Cups again, and you have the Death card, Scorpio energy. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio. So yeah, someone was hopeful about a situation, but they were extremely unhappy because they didn't see any changes. So I feel like this is you, Virgo. I feel like you expressed in the past to your person that I want us to be together. I want things to be great. However, right now things are not going so well because nothing is changing. There's no progress. There's no, you know, the things that are not working are not changing. So that's my issue here. Maybe that's why you're feeling like giving up, because you feel like you've expressed this and yet things are still not where they need to be, right? Even though you're feeling pretty good, even though I feel like in other areas of your life you're feeling quite fulfilled, when it comes to this, it's still not there. Yeah, you know, it's still not where it should be. When it comes to your near future, the Temperance card in reverse, you have the Queen of Wands in reverse, fire, and you have the Knight of Swords. Air. So we have, I believe, Aries, and we also have, who's the Knight of Swords? I'm not sure. But regardless, anyway, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. You have basically a situation where you could act impulsively, right? Based on your ego. If you let your pride and ego get the better of you, you can act impulsively and cut this connection out or express something that isn't indicative of how you truly feel, right? You also might do something rash and, you know, get someone else to act on your behalf or to communicate to this person on your behalf. I don't recommend it either way. So before you act impulsively or do something you may regret in the near future, I recommend taking some time out to really process how you truly feel about this and what's going to actually be the most beneficial outcome, right, for yourself and this person. Because I feel like you taking this impulsive action, saying whatever or doing whatever or sending someone else to do it is going to result in a mess, right? So I feel like you have to be mindful of that. I do see you wanting to cut something out because you're just very, very unsatisfied is what I'm getting at the moment. Very unsatisfied in a situation. But yeah, just It's important to address whatever's like making you unhappy, but I see you just like getting flustered, not wanting to wait anymore, and just like, you know, bailing essentially. But that, again, that's coming from this energy here, this victim mentality of, oh, you're not giving me what I want, I'm not happy, I'm stuck, I don't know what to do. And then you're like, okay, the answer is I need to just run, okay? Yeah, that may not be the answer though. I feel like there's some stuff that needs addressing here still. When it comes to your feelings, clarifying the star in reverse, you have the Ace of Pentacles, okay, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. You have a significant offer coming in. I don't feel like you'll receive it very well though. Actually, what I'm getting from here is this. I feel like you're waiting on a significant offer from this person. It's like, kind of like, if you like it, you should have put a ring on it. It's that kind of energy, right? With this combination. It's like, if you really wanted this, if you really want this, you need to offer me something tangible, something significant for me to consider this at this point, because right now you're wasting my time. That's what I'm getting from this. Right now you're wasting my time. You know, I'm not willing to pour anything else into this situation, time, energy, resources, until I get something tangible back from you. That is very Virgo energy, and I don't blame you, to be honest, because, you know, if the actions are not matching the words, if the energy is not matching, then, you know, something's amiss. So that's pretty much what I'm seeing here with that. When it comes to your energy, the energy crowning you at this time, you have victim mentality, as we discussed before, and clarifying the Three of Cups in reverse. I couldn't even speak for a second there. You have the Six of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. So that's interesting. So it's saying, listen, the ball is in your court. If you want to free yourself from self-imprisonment, if you want to overcome this feeling of not being happy, you can do it. Things are turning in your favor. Things are changing, right? It wasn't in the past. Things were stagnant in the past, and it was crap, right? It didn't make you happy. But things are now changing. You will get what it is that you want. But it's important that when this offer does come in, you don't reject it, okay? This is what you're wanting, so I don't feel like you will. But it's like telling you that you will have what it is that you're seeking. It is also seeking you out. So that's very important to know. And this is showing in your energy in December. So I feel like, you know, you're going to start to see where this is going more clearly in the month of December. All right. Now, clarifying the King of Wands here in the position of your advice, you have the Magician in reverse and you have the Tower. So we have Virgo energy, your energy, and Scorpio. Yeah, some of you definitely got Scorpio placements or are dealing with the Scorpio. Lots of mirroring, lots of mirroring. If that's the case, you have to check out the Scorpio reading, because it was basically this. But yeah, it's just telling you to step up in the King of Wands energy, be confident, be charismatic, be certain of yourself, certain of what it is that you want. Because if you don't get serious on what it is that you want, and you don't step into this energy of confidence, of knowing, of self-assurance, guess what? Boom, another Tower moment. Why? Because you didn't actively manifest in the right energy. So that's what it's telling you. If you want positive results, you need to manifest in positive energy. Otherwise, guess what? You're gonna start attracting more of what you don't want, which is these significant Tower moments, right? So the more you step up into the, you know, King of Wands energy, the less likely you are to manifest more endings in your life, more, you know, turbulent situations. So when it comes to the Queen of Cups in reverse, in the position of your external influences, you have the Hermit in reverse, Virgo energy again. So you are showing up here and you have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, so I feel like this is actually you, to be honest, Virgo. This is you, just like not okay with the situation at all. You're feeling very emotionally depleted, very underwhelmed, not fulfilled, right? So, but the thing is, you're not going in within yourself to see where the imbalance lies within you, right? Because you are manifesting imbalance in a connection because there's imbalance within yourself, right? It's a manifestation of that. And that's why this message is coming up here and serving as a warning. Because if you don't address the fact that you're manifesting from the wrong energy, you'll keep manifesting more of what you don't want. And that's what's happening. This is the confirmation. You're manifesting imbalance in a connection because you're imbalanced within yourself emotionally. So that needs addressing. And then when it comes to your fears, clarifying the Six of Swords here. In reverse, you have the World card. Interesting. I like that. So we have the Wheel of Fortune and the World card in your reading. So things are significantly changing for the better, I feel. And you do have the Page of Swords in reverse. So air energy. So I feel like what you're hoping for is that, what you're afraid of is that you can't move things into calmer waters, that you can't get away from the turbulence, from the fighting, from just feeling undervalued, right? Not being considered. And you're wanting something new. You're just wanting to just get out there, right? But you're afraid that, I think you're afraid that okay, I've got different things coming through. You're wanting to get away from this turbulence, right? You're wanting something new. But you're not wanting something new with someone else. You're wanting to start a new cycle with this person is what I feel. But you're afraid to. You're afraid that, yeah, nothing's going to change. That this person, actually, if it does change, that this person is just basically going to give up and start something new completely. Like a whole new chapter with someone new. So there's like a really mixed bag there with your fears. Like a real sense of being afraid that this person's going to leave you for someone else, but then being afraid of being stuck in a situation where you don't feel like that person's showing you love and wanting to go. So it's very weird. It's like really mixed, like you're wanting to stay but you're wanting to go. And I really got that in Scorpio's reading also. Now when it comes to your hopes though, the Seven of Wands in reverse, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. So we have the King and Queen of Wands here, because I forgot to mention that. That's your near future. That is your advice. So you have the King and Queen here, so that's significant. And you also have like the Queen of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles. So this is essentially the same energy. This is you, Virgo. This is Virgo energy right here. So this is you. And I feel like you are wanting to more than anything, you're hoping that this person will fight for the connection because they can clearly see your value and they want to give you your pentacle, the pentacle you deserve, rather than letting you slip away and become a pre-empress, i.e. the pre-empress, i.e. the Nine of Pentacles. This is you in your full independence, right? Your independent energy. So they know, right? You're hoping that they see your value, you see your worth, that they're willing to fight for you, for the connection, to fight for your love, to win you back, right? And offer you something tangible. The 10th pentacle to fit in the garden of the 9 pentacles, right? Because you have all 9. You know you have all 9, right? But you're waiting on that 10th pentacle. Something tangible, right? But this person is not giving it to you right now is what I feel. So that's why you're not as present as you were. And you're trying to emotionally ground yourself because you were rattled by the situation. And I forgot to mention, the challenge, right? So clarifying the 5. You're being asked to have a bit of a one-to-one with the divine, with the universe, right? To help you get out of this hanged man energy and to gain the clarity that is needed to move forward, right? Because there's something you need to realize here about the way in which you're going about the situation or the way you're communicating. It's not effective. So I feel like the divine wants to relay an important message so you understand where you can help. Well, it's like, I want to be careful how I word this because it can be, you know, misunderstood. I don't mean like, you know, guide things in a you know, manipulative way or anything like that, but just steer the course of the conversation so it doesn't just ram straight into an argument. You do see what I mean? So it's more about a discussion, open discussion, where both parties feel like they can communicate and see what needs to take place, what needs working on, whether this situation can be healed or not, without it becoming a complete shitstorm, right? And then finally, with your potential outcome, courage, clarifying the Two of Swords here, the decision, you have the Nine of Wands, which we did see in Scorpio's reading as well, and you have the Eight of Cups, same thing, Eight of Cups in reverse. So yeah, you have to make a decision to either stand and fight for the connection, or, you know, or to walk away from it. But ultimately, what it's showing here with the 8 being in reverse and the 9, there is a good chance here, Virgo, that you're going to choose to stand and fight for the connection, because it's what you actually want. That's what your heart's desiring at this time. But you need to change the way you communicate with this person, and I feel like this person also wants the same thing. But in order to see that, we will have to go into the extended. So I really hope this reading resonated for you. I hope it brought some clarity as to what kind of energies are coming up in the month of December for those of you who it resonates for. So now what I'm going to do is going to go into the extended. We'll take a look at how your person feels exactly about you right now, how you feel about them, what is likely to play out in the connection, right? If you do decide to reconcile, or to, you know, stand your ground and fight for the connection. So we'll take a look at that, and we'll take a look at, you know, additional messages of advice if you should go that path, right? So if you're interested in that, if you would like to watch that reading, you can find the link for the extended in the description box below. Otherwise, if this is where we leave your reading, Virgo, I just want to say thank you so much for checking this out. I really hope it helps. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell. And yeah, you know, I really get a strong sense of mirroring. I feel like you both want the same thing, you're just not communicating well, okay? So that's something that needs to be addressed. I do see a divine pair here. We saw that with the King to the Queen of Wands, even if the Queen is in reverse in the near future. So yeah, this is something that does need to be resolved one way or the other. So I'm sending you guys lots of love and encouragement through that time, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.